welcome, and hello to another edition of the Ohm Service Live.
And as you can tell, Max, too much sugar and too much caffeine today.
Good evening.
I think you nearly blew Steve's head off with that, Mark. Look.
That woke you up, did it?
I was in my happy place.
And you're not now?
No.
He's back.
Oh, yes.
I'm back.
The stud muffin is back.
Yes.
We missed you.
Oh, yeah.
We did miss you.
Missed you too. Missed everybody, actually. I mean, it's what, 3-4 weeks really with no internet. Obviously we're using the data on the phones, but we're trying to watch what we're doing because in case we ran out of data and then we couldn't get in touch with people. It was just a nightmare. I'm never moving house in a pandemic again.
No, I wouldn't.
Zombie apocalypse, maybe. Pandemic.
No. Was it hard? Has it been all right though?
No, it's been a nightmare.
It
has been a nightmare. I mean, the amount of things that you take for granted that you can't get. We could get a shed for love nor money. We eventually managed to order one. That's not coming till the end of August, beginning of September. Wardrobes, we only managed to order them 2 weeks ago. They're not coming till 21st of August. Sorry, 21st of July, but 2 weeks from now. It's been chaos, absolute chaos. Things you take for granted that you think you can just lift the phone or go into the internet or walk into a store and say, right, give me that, and that. Ain't happening.
Oh, blimey heck.
So, yeah, so I ain't doing it again.
No, I wouldn't. But you're happy where you are, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's a great house. It's in a nice area. Plenty of gardens, as you guys saw with the pictures and stuff. So, which is an ongoing project at the moment. I'm actually thinking of trading a lawnmower in and buying a flock of sheep to eat the frigging grass. The garden's that big.
Get a nice goat.
Yeah, and then once it's ate the grass, I can cook it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, organic goat.
Jamaican goat curry.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm coming up.
Anytime, boys, anytime. There's plenty of room. Anywho.
Stevie, how are you? Sorry, Steve, BFG.
I'm fabulous, darling. Fabulous. Still on a buzz from last night's visit to Benny and friends.
Oh, it was ace, wasn't it? Really enjoyed it. And learnt a lot as well.
Oh, too, right? I'm sorely tempted to start this voodoo practice of mixing one's own.
Yeah, it was quite interesting, though. I was well surprised, to be honest with you. You know, how big a community that is.
Mr. Porter.
What?
That looked interesting, that little finger wag there.
Yeah, you had a finger.
Yes. There is a little bit. Well, as you know, I mix my own stuff anyway. The majority of my own stuff I mix it for other people too, Gailey, and various other people. There is a little bit of a space here, and I was actually thinking of making that my kind of mixing area, but I don't know if it's going to work out or not. So, because it's something, I want to get back in it again. I kind of fell by the wayside, and just buying bottle shots and things like that, and one shots and stuff. But trying to get back into the mixing side of things again, I'm kind of tempted to do that because I've got plans.
See, I'm thinking about getting the white coat.
What, the Hugby one?
No, the proper full thing. I if I'm going to start mixing, I want them vases that that is wide at the top and it goes thin.
Oh, the flasks.
Yeah, I want to get them if I'm going to do it.
Burner.
Is anybody else thinking Beaker at this point from the Muppets?
Yeah, Dexter's Lab. You can just see that going horribly wrong, can't you?
Aye.
Mark under the table.
Well, the last time I did
Hello.
anything seriously like that, I created an exploding onion.
Huh?
Yeah. I created an exploding onion. When I was at school, we had to calculate how much water was in an onion in science. So I came up with this cool idea of chopping the onion all up, putting it in a flask and heating it up and heat evaporation to try and find out how much water was in this onion. Yeah, it exploded. Everyone got covered in splatters of burning hot onion.
Oh, well, we can top that one. The youngest, Tyrone, was carrying out an experiment in his grandmother's house and blew the toilet up.
Good lads.
I'm impressed.
Now, I don't know what you were saying of splatters onions. I don't know if it was splatters of poop and things like that. I don't know. I can imagine the toilet was clean at the time, but I don't think there was a great deal of it left after it went bang.
Wow.
Why have I got visions of a crocheted flamenco dancer lying in the rubble? Right, so Mark, what you been up to this week, young man?
Not a lot.
Because you've been busy.
Me? Nah, I ain't been busy.
Well,
Busy.
there's a
Quiet.
review for Neon up.
Sorry?
The review for Neon's up.
Oh, yes, I enjoyed doing that. Yeah, right. The Jack Rabbit got in touch with me and asked me if I'd do the review. Now, the review was supposed to have gone out while we was on lockdown. But due to the fact that obviously COVID and the post office were having problems with it, I only got it about 2 days ago. So he says to me, if you won't mind, and obviously he sent me the parcel and he says, will you do it live on camera, opening it all up? And I says, yeah, cool. I thought, yeah, that'd be cool. So I was surprised what I actually got inside the box because I didn't know. So I enjoyed doing that. Yeah, a bit different.
Nice one.
So you've got me trying to... I must have got the most bluntest knife in the house. Out of all the knives I could pick, I mean, I've got some sharp knives. I know, I picked the bluntest knife. But it was fun. It was fun. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've been testing the Maxus 200 watt from Freemax. And I've also been testing the 100 watt as well. They are nice bit of kits. But I found out that the Maxus 200 watt comes with the M Pro tank, and that will actually convert back to the original Freemax Mesh Pro tanks. So,
Right.
Oh, nice one.
and also the 100 watt is the Firelook coils basically. So they are backwards compatible. So they are new coils that come with it, like, but yeah, they're backwards compatible. So I haven't even done the review yet.
Ooh.
So coming up in a bit, I've got the Ragnar, I've got the Hadron, I've got the Hadron backpack coming up. I've also got another Exxon.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got another Exxon kit. Another one. Can't see that probably very well. Open that up.
Excellent.
Look at that. There you go. I've got that, but that comes, they've sent a RBA deck as well.
Oh.
And I do believe that's the Origin one as well.
Oh, excellent.
So that's came in. I've had some more juices. Got some juices from Tea Juice. I will show you. Minted, polarized, and blood ice orange.
Oh.
So I've got them coming all up. Yeah, so yeah, I've got a busy week or so coming up. So yeah,
I'm interested what the flavour profile is on the polarised.
flavour profile. I will tell you in a second, my dear.
Obviously,
friend.
the minted is mint. It's a given.
Of
isn't
course, the kind people at Tea Juice sent me these. So, polarized. Polarized has flavours of sweet vanilla cream that are finished by a freshly exhale of cool menthol, surprisingly irresistible for long summer evenings. So basically, it's vanilla and menthol. There you go.
Sexy time in the bottle.
Not
Right.
all of them are menthol. None of them that are my actual profile. So I know that sounds sad. I'm actually looking forward to doing them because they're not my profile.
Are they menthol, or is it just a cooling agent that's in it?
Well, according
So
to the
obviously
description,
obviously
it does
the
say
eucalyptus-
cool menthol on all of them.
Sometimes with the menthol, it can throw flavours out quite a bit.
It means like the blood ice orange. That's blood ice orange brings the tartness of the blood orange, sweetness of tropical fruit notes, together with notes of vanilla and cool menthol. So they seem to be all menthol related. When I taste them, we will find out.
Excellent.
Coming soon on the channel.
If that plethora of goodies has whetted your appetite for new toys, here's your chance.
Ooh.
So in the bottom drawer this evening, we have cracking little starter kit, Cosmo Plus, or if you're just looking for something pocket friendly to go to the pub. The Vaporesso Degree, which I am currently testing for a review, and to be honest, it's a solid little bit of kit. The flavour, while it's not up there with the Boost, is perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Really is acceptable. I use this, well, I've been testing it by using it in the car to and from work. And cracking little vape. And finally, if you have a friend that's still on the stinkies,
Shoot them.
no, don't shoot them.
Okay.
Give them this wonderful breeze, which comes with a selection of flavours. So
Then shoot them.
with it, yeah, and nick it back. So the flavours that come with the breeze are tobacco, melon, a spearmint menthol, which is called breeze, berry, which is mixed berry blend, and then we've got an RY4. So not a bad little choice if you've got a friend that wants to give up the stinkies.
As long
I
as
like
it's
what
not-
Bill's just turned around and said to you. Do you use it as a sexual aid, BFG? Well,
use
after last
everything as a
night's, when he was
sexual
showing
aid.
what he was vaping on, they all look like lady pleasers,
I say.
don't they?
Oh, talking of lady pleasers. Well, we're kind of on the subject-ish. Remember the last show that I was on?
Yeah.
In the Clona Willies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? They don't fucking work. Sorry.
Ad man.
Just because it's supposed to bring it out as life-size, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody liars. Look.
Where did you get mine from? Where did you get mine from?
Jules says to me, what the hell am I going to do with that when you're away working or whatever? So she's just turned it into a keyring. Pathetic.
Not when I've got a mouthful.
That's what she
Well,
said.
nobody's going to get a mouthful with that, are they? Unless you want to have sex with your ear or something.
I know 3 very dirty gerbils. But anyway, moving swiftly on.
Are you going
I
to say
think-
hello to chat, Steve?
Well, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to say hello. So, roll call, yes.
Roll
Aloha,
call.
808. Dude, Andy Summerfield.
Fist bump.
I'm not sure offering Stevie that sort of favour for a pear drop juice is going to work, but you can always try it. Some fat git called BFG Hodson. Bill Richards, good evening. Steve, Blazing Vapes, how you doing? Chris Doyle, good evening. Dion78. She's in. That angelic darling Gailey Bops is with us.
Uggles.
Uggles.
Hello.
R. Jenny, how you
Uggles.
doing?
I need to do it now.
Mama Jules, good evening, Mom.
Uggles.
She can get her own huggles. Said my Willie was too wee.
Oh, don't worry, Jules. We're going to send him back out into the garden once we've finished. Kentucky Bill, how
Kentucky
you doing?
Bill. Fisty bumps.
Hey, the pie guy is with us, Mods and Pods.
Pods and pods and mods and pods.
Paul Anderson, good evening. Pav G, good to
Pav
see
G.
you, dude. Pud Puffs.
Pud Puffs, fist bump.
Sean.
Shane Gibson, good evening, sir.
Fist bump.
Stuart Ayrton, thanks for joining us last night, mate, and thank you for being with us tonight. Late Night Vape Show, Mick, how you doing? Right, the next guy, Tobro, if you can, follow his adventures for his Walk for Diabetes. He has done some cracking little videos, and it's for a really good cause, UK Diabetes. Talk about putting the effort in.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hats off to you, mate. Hats off to you. So, Tobro, we salute you, sir. Timmy, how you doing, dude? Our little YTS is with us. Oh, bless. UK Andy, good evening. Ollie, Vape Mill, how you doing?
Talking about Vape Mill, well, I'll do it now before I do actually forget. There will be no Tales of the Ohm on Sunday. Oh, I'm having to work, sorry. But you can catch me and Steve on Vape Mill's show at 6 p.m.
Yay! So you will get a dose. Yes, you will. We shall be with you on Sunday.
Sandy cream.
Stop it. Oh, where's the vixen with the Vavavoom gone? No, there she is. The Irish Temptress. The vixen with the Vavavoom. No, she's just wonderful. Vapor Bunny. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Alden B, you slipped in the back door there, young man. Good evening.
Oh, did you hear that one? Did you see that? Don't forget your mind tomorrow night, boys.
Good girl.
Ooh.
I didn't see it because I'm on the list. And last but by no means least, bane of my life, thorn in my side, Vaping Irish. Good evening, you.
Fist bump. Don't forget Chrissy Doyle.
Chrissy Doyle, I'm sorry, mate. Did I forget you?
Yeah, and Joseph.
Apologize. Joseph. Good man. Love that name.
UK Vapester.
Oh.
I think we've got everybody there.
Do I hear the rattle of beads? I do believe Liz is with us as well.
Oh, Lizzie. Snuggles.
Hello, darling. Snuggles.
Whoa. What was that?
What?
What was
just-
that bit?
That was a snuggle.
I thought that was you stroking the beads.
Yeah. It did look more like you were stroking beads.
No. You remember them beaded curtains your mum used to have up on the back door to stop the flies coming in?
Oh, yeah.
And you used to go like that. That's what stroking the beads would look like.
Okay.
Mm.
So what you're trying to say is Liz has got...
Beaded cup.
There's no flies on Liz. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stevie, Black Country Vapor. Good afternoon, mate.
All right, buddy.
There we are. Liz says, BFG, I think Mark said, bit jealous of your affection for my beads.
I mean, it's like what Irish has just said. Your mum had bearded curtains on her back door. Yeah.
Could have been worse.
It certainly could.
Yeah, whatever happened to the beaded? Mind the beaded seat covers you used to get for your car?
Yeah, you used to be able to get them. They were never comfy.
Those bloody torture devices.
Mm.
Hold on, Mr. Summerfield. Not every line.
Not nearly.
Every line.
Nearly.
Nearly.
I say. Dear God, I didn't think I'd been that bad tonight. I've been good.
You think tonight's bad? Wait till tomorrow night.
I'm scared.
Why?
Well, A, I'm going to fanboy because I'm with a room full of lovely ladies. Yeah. I know for a fact Zan's in the background of one of them.
Fist bump, Dino. All
And
right,
I'm not
buddy.
upsetting the big yin. No. He knows the way.
He does know the way. Yes. All the way to our house.
That's what bloody worries me.
He knows the way all the way to your house to slap you on the head and say, "Naughty boy."
That's not a slap you're going to get up from quickly, is it?
It's not, is it? No.
Ingvar, good evening.
Hello, fist bump.
Now, I'm sure at some point, did I see Lisbeth? I did. What? Lisbeth, sorry, darling. Good evening. Snuggles. Right.
What?
And I think that's everybody.
You think that's everybody?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we've just said hello to half of the UK.
Yes, unless a few more sneak in the back door. And then here we go, we're going down that road again.
No.
No.
It's all right. Dean's got the back door. We're safe.
We're safe. Oh, dear. Oh, bless.
Oh, bless. See, he's just said, thanks for the love, chap.
Yeah.
He's
plenty
got
of
the
love.
back door.
Yeah, definitely.
I am the guardian of the back door.
Not
You shall not pass. Oh,
Let's just put your hashtag in, Steve.
No. Liz, don't get him. No, not after last week. None shall pass. Oh, shall we move away from this field?
Have you got any news, sir?
I do, sir. I do.
Shall I do the bumper?
Please, if you would, darling.
There we go.
Thank you. Right, with everything that's been going off, and I haven't given chance for the bumper, so I shall wait.
Yeah, the bumper's been and gone.
Fabulous. Right, in chat now is a link to an interesting piece I found, which is a podcast discussing the potential future of the Products Directive and EU taxation on vaping. So, and I've managed to pick the story with the two most difficult names I could find. I believe it's David Palacios and John Bruford. They discuss the implications and impact of the looming Tobacco Products Directive version 3 on the industry. It's the clip I've linked to is about 8 minutes long, but it's a very interesting little chat. It's not firm by any shape or form, and you've got me thinking about what I'm saying now, so I'm tripping. This is not good.
Go on, we'll just snigger in the background.
This is not solid fact. This is speculation on both their parts, but it's a very interesting conversation and well worth a listen to. So, moving on.
Oh no, go back to it. What's it about? Because I've not seen it.
Well, it's literally the TPD3. So he starts off explaining what the TPD was. Then John Bruford starts bringing in what has been discussed so far, what's been flying around the rumour mill and what the potential effects will be on the industry. It's a very interesting one.
What feeling are you getting from it?
Fairly balanced, to be honest. I didn't think it was too heavy one way or the other. It was more a sort of, if you add X and Y, you'll end up with Z. It was quite a measured conversation, so I was quite impressed by it. I just thought people should maybe give it a look if they're interested.
Just thought I'd mention, Gail can't wait to take your cherry tomorrow, and she's going to be gentle with me.
Hold on. I'm getting it rough, and you're getting it gentle.
Well, by all accounts, you like it rough.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say that too.
You two have been talking to Liz, haven't you?
Riot shields and beaded curtains on the way.
Oh, stop it, will you?
Don't forget your flip-flops.
Oh, I say. Oh, there you go. Liz says she'll be in chat, so watch out. Oh, that's charming, that is. Right, moving on. Surprise, surprise. News from the insane Yanks. IQOS received FDA approval.
Yeah, no, we knew that was going to happen.
No, 100%. But surprise, surprise, it happened. So it can now be sold in the USA as a modified risk tobacco product instead of a fag in a plastic sleeve. So the FDA says the IQOS has ticked off 3 key points. It heats tobacco but doesn't burn it. Balls. This significantly reduces the production of harmful and potentially harmful chemicals. Really? Scientific studies have shown that switching completely from conventional cigarettes.
Cigarettes. You dasty wafficle.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. To the IQOS system significantly reduces your body's exposure to harmful or potentially harmful chemicals. This is obviously done by the same dumbass scientists that reckon vaping will do you terrible harm within 6 weeks. Absolutely unbelievable.
I just think it's a little bird.
Oh, big chocolatey, salty ones. Yes.
So they was actually saying that while they was handing over that big wad of cash, was there?
Do you know what? I had exactly the same image when I read this right after my Tourette's stopped kicking in because my swearing was unbelievable. Apparently, data submitted by the company, shows that marketing these particular products away from authorized information could help addicted adult smokers transition away from combusted cigarettes and reduce their exposure to harmful chemicals, but only if they completely switch. Really? Okay. Yeah, I think we'll avoid that one next because I can feel my blood pressure going up.
Yeah, we've got rage sweats already.
UK smoking rates continue to tumble. The number of smokers in the UK has more than halved since the 1970s, with just 1 in 7 of the population now lighting up. Just 9 years ago, that figure was 1 in 5, around the same time e-cigarettes began to appear more frequently. Whilst the figures are obviously good news, there is evidence of a plateau, which I believe we've already discussed. And a lot of this is down to the fact that we are now at the hardcore smoker. You know, we all know one. I used to be one. It's the guy that says, "You'll take my fag from my cold, dead hand." Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few of those.
It was inevitable that the plateau was going to happen anyway.
Well, you're talking about a certain generation, you know. And to try and change some of those people's minds, you're as well beating your head against the brick wall because it'll never happen. They may try a device for a couple of weeks, and I just can't get to grips with it. Because I know my father was like that, and he was a die-hard smoker right up to the day he passed away, and he tried and he went, "No, I'd rather just have a cigarette."
Well, fair enough.
But saying that, I was how I got into vaping wasn't because I wanted to stop smoking. Mine was literally due to convenience more than anything else. So if I hadn't found vaping, I probably would still be smoking now.
Yeah.
See, mine was a conscious effort, but it was. I liked the vaping because of that hand to mouth. You know, that for me is a big thing. So gum and patches just didn't work. And to be honest, when they stuck me on the tablets, I turned into a raving psycho. So
see, the thing is though, with me, when I was smoking, I enjoyed having a cigarette.
Me too.
I really did enjoy having a cigarette. I was quite happy being literally the only reason why I got into vaping was because when they brought in the smoking ban in hotels, I was gigging at the time, and it was sort of like, I was fed up of going outside in it rain, so I got one of them lookalikes, and yeah, never looked back really. That was 9 years ago.
I mean, to be honest, I just changed my brand. I
That's the
didn't
way
quit.
I look at it. I always do. There was a big thing when I first started vaping, and so like roughly about the year, 2 years, that everybody was coming up with, especially on social medias, they've been smoke free for X amount of days and all that lot, and that kind of seems to have disappeared now. So yeah, I still say I'm a smoker. I've just changed my brand. That's the way I look at it.
It's fair enough. Right. Well, next story up. University of East Anglia. We've discussed these guys before. They seem to be quite heavily into their research on vaping. Interesting new research, though, that they're doing. What they're wanting to see is how COVID has affected vape shops during the crisis. So what they are asking is they're exploring how vape shops adopted their usual service. So they moved online, if at all, during the COVID-19 outbreak. And they want to talk to people who actually work in vape shops or own vape shops. So they're getting the data firsthand. So worth having a look at. There's a link for it on Vaping Digest, the 8th of July edition. And there's also there's a link to it as well on eSig Click. And finally, this just amazed me. This did. It's not our usual lovey-dovey story, but listen to this one. Police in Queensland pulled over a 27-year-old man at around 5 o'clock in the afternoon on the 15th of June because they believed he was speeding. When questioned, the driver, who gave his name as Jimmy, claimed he'd been desperately trying to defend himself against a snake that had got into his truck. This snake was an eastern brown snake, one of the deadliest in the world, and it had wrapped itself around him as he drove along. He managed to keep it at bay using his seatbelt and a knife. Video recorded on one of the officer's body cams captures him saying, "I'm driving along at 100 kilometers per hour, I must add, so about 70, and I just started to brake. The more I moved my legs, it just started to wrap itself around me, its head just striking at the chair between my legs." Luckily, he escaped the ordeal without being bitten, but the adrenaline meant he wasn't sure what had happened. He said to the officers, "I think it's bitten me. He was in the car with me. You can feel my heart, mate." It was pretty terrifying. I've never been so happy to see red and blue lights. A Queensland police spokesman said in a statement, although the traffic officer had heard his fair share of excuses for speeding, he realised this was not just a colourful tale and promptly sought medical advice. Paramedics were called and checked for a shock. While the officers decided not to fine him for doing 123 kilometres per hour or 76 miles per hour in proper measurements. Can you imagine driving along and a snake wraps itself around you?
What was it? A brown what?
An eastern brown.
Well, I'll tell you something. If that was
eastern
me
brown snake.
If that was me driving that truck, it'd be more than a fucking snake that would be brown. It would be.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
It's just thought of him using his seatbelt and an arm. Go on, you bugger. Get off. Get it.
That's a new slang on click every truck, though, doesn't it?
Can you imagine the two coppers? Yeah, there's a snake in here. All right. Yeah.
Hey, blow in the bag, son.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Bill. Even at 76 mile an hour, I'd be trying to get out the cab.
You ain't kidding. Oh, Alan.
Alan,
mate.
Alan.
Hey.
Oh, man almighty.
That's why I would never ever go to Australia or New Zealand. There's too many bloody things over there that want to kill you.
There is, though, isn't there?
That's why I don't swim in the sea. Yeah,
I don't. No. The other reason I don't swim in the sea is because the last time I did that, the Japanese whaling fleet was just off the coast.
Oh, there's your bro.
Scottish Moby Dick. Scottish
No.
Moby Wee Dick.
Stop.
Oh, bless. Well, good to see you, Ryan. Hope you're all right. He's had a power cut since Sunday.
Oh no,
I know. It's not
that's
good.
ridiculous.
It's not good at all.
Stevie, let's be right. You're probably swimming in the North Sea. That's why the model's life size.
And blue.
Indeed.
Definitely blue. Oh, dear.
That's why you don't see many dogs on Scottish beaches. It's the ultrasonic screams as the water laps around your cheeky bits.
I know Billy Cornley one when he went to, I think it was Aberdeen, his mum and that took him on holiday with the knitted swimming trunks.
Yep.
That seemed to float.
The swine with the speedboat. Tetley, good evening, dude. How you doing, mate?
Hope you're all right, buddy.
Should have taken something little and blue beforehand. What?
What?
Yeah, but you didn't swallow quick enough. That's why you got a stiff neck. Right, moving on.
Moving on swiftly.
Oh! Thank you. Here all week, try to fish.
Yeah.
Oh, so, I mean, news-wise, Stevie, is there anything that's caught your eye last couple of weeks or titillated your interest?
No, I've been just too busy. Far too busy. Like,
I've got to ask you, how's things going with COVID up in Scotland? Because you're normally about 2 weeks, 3 weeks behind us.
Yeah, I think Nicola announced some stuff today, but I haven't actually watched what she's actually said. I know things with the likes of my work. We're actually going through a process at the moment over the next 45 days to change all our contracts.
All right.
So that's, I mean, if the company that I work for is doing that, how many other companies are doing it?
Well, I just heard today, I thought it was quite interesting. The government's going to give companies £1,000 per person if they keep them on for the next 6 months.
It's not a lot of money, though, is it?
The question that I'm asking is, where's this coming from? Because so far, we've got the drop in VAT on restaurant meals to try and get people out to restaurants. You've got the promise of bonuses to companies who take on 16-year-olds, 16 up to 20, 21, is it? Almost like a sort of YTS scheme. Yeah. Now they're offering £1,000 per person, to keep people on for the next 6 months. Where's all this coming from?
It's like what Towbro's just said. M&S, John Lewis are dropping 5,000 jobs. I know Boots are getting rid of 4,000.
Well, this is it. Evening, Mike.
Evening, Mike. 100%.
Well, Colin, I'm actually on Scottish News at the moment. Nicola's confirmed pubs, restaurants and hairdressers can open from next week.
That's the divorce rate up.
Yeah, we're now moving into phase 3 of taking lockdown, but Scots will be able to meet up in groups of up to 15 outdoors from tomorrow, while groups of up to 8 people from no more than 3 households can meet indoors.
Right.
It's progressed. I just hope that they don't do which has been happening in some places in England where everybody just congregates and it's getting to the bloody ridiculous stage. I mean, some of those pictures that you saw from some of the beaches, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible.
Now, I would say some of those pictures from the beaches, they will look a lot worse dependent on what lens was used.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by no means, I mean, the ones that were taken from the ground level, you could see there wasn't 2 meters between people.
No.
Yeah. And this business of 2 meters if you can, but a meter's all right if you're in the pub. Nah, that doesn't cut it for me.
I know the outdoor operas and things like that can start now.
Yeah, I mean, there's Gary Newman is actually doing a kind of drive-in concert in certain places throughout the UK, and apparently was slated for it. But hey, I think it's a great idea because it's getting people out and about. Just still going to. All right, it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but at least it's getting people out. It's getting people back into socialising again to a certain extent. Okay, you're going to be sitting in your car, but it beats sitting in a house looking at the same four walls, doesn't it?
I mean, let's face it. I mean, it's bad enough for retail and people like that industry, but the actual entertainment industry is going to be getting their bums kicked with this one.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when people sort of like think, creating EastEnders, right? You've got there's a lot more people in the background that are working than in the foreground.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to hammer them somewhat rotten.
It's the same. You can see the same for bands as well. I mean, look at the likes of roadies, tech guys, sound engineers, lighting engineers, rigging engineers. It's all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, even down to catering and all that.
People just see that the main faces of a band or a singer or whoever it is. They don't actually see the people who are in the background to produce all this kind of stuff. And it's them it's affecting,
I've got a friend that works for a lighting rig company. And they actually do sort of fold out stages and things for, outdoor festivals, all the rest of it. They have lost so much money so far. I mean, obviously we're nearly through summer. The amount of live gigs that have been cancelled, yeah. Poor sod. I mean, they get by, but
Well, it's like our Aiden. I mean, our Aiden can't do anything. He's a DJ.
yeah.
He's DJ, and he also hires out DJs as well, and he can't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, look at the amount of weddings and things like that have been cancelled. Christenings, things like that. It's basically the knock-on effect that it's had, and how long is it going to take before everything starts to catch up again? I don't think we're going to be out of this for. I'm saying a year to 18 months.
Oh God, yeah, this is going to take years to recover from.
Oh God,
Because you've also got to remember as well the fear factor as well that people are second guessing themselves, so like to go into town for argument's sake. So like, do I really need to go into town?
I mean, there was. I mean, I think it was that we moved in here on the Friday. I think it was a Saturday evening. Decided to go for a Chinese to the takeaway where we used to live. So I'm in there and I'm ordering the Chinese. And the young girl said behind the counter said to me, she went, "Oh," she says, "isn't it great?" She says, "The shops are opening up on Monday." I went, "I didn't even know that," because I really don't watch the news because I find it too bloody depressing. She says, "Oh yeah, all the shops are opening up." She says, "I'm actually going to go into town on Monday with £1,000 and I'm going into Primark to spend £1,000. And I'm like, "You're off your bloody head." They're just opening their doors to try and get people in. You're going to get in there, you're saying, "Give me £1,000." Who the hell can spend £1,000 in Primark anyway? But it's the mentality of people. The shops are open now. I've got to go. I don't get it. I really don't get it. They're just heads up their backsides, I think.
Well, we saw the same thing down in England. They were queuing for 3-4 hours to get into Primark. Really? Do you really need a pair of cakes that badly to stand there?
Well, when McDonald's opened up, Mick will be able to tell you, at Gainsborough, they had to get police out. Because there were that many people queuing for McDonald's. They
had to do the same here at Royston, just over the road. Jules went shopping to Asda, and they couldn't get into Asda car park. Asda themselves actually had to phone the police and actually told people, "Piss off. You can't be that desperate for a burger. Beat it." Because they were queued that far back that no one could get into Asda to do their shopping. Jesus. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Now, I mean, I've got a Chinese round the corner. Yeah.
What's the name?
One long sook.
$10. Right. See, and they've handled this amazingly well because they started off just doing telephone orders, yeah. And you literally were given a time, you pulled up outside the Chinese, you walked in, grabbed your food, left. Now they've relaxed it a bit and you can just walk in and order, but it's one in, one out.
Yeah.
And if two people come in, tough, everything stops.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really sticking to it, which is, it's bang on.
I mean, it's shop at where I'm working, we're only allowing 2 people in at a time.
I think everybody's doing the same kind. I mean, I went to the bank this morning and even they were the same. They actually had somebody on the door with the door closed. When one person came in, when a person went out, they wiped the door down, they wiped the handle down. And when somebody, one in, one out, they kept, anything that was getting touched, like even the paying machines or the cash machines inside the bank, there was somebody standing, they were spraying it down every time somebody was using it, which is a great thing to do, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, every shop round about here is the same, one in, one out. Although, what annoys me is how thick are the general public? They announce it over the tannoys or the PA systems in the shops. Please follow the one-way system that's marked on the floor. And do they buggery? Nope. One's going down, one's coming up, one's going this way. You're like, what the Can you not? They're actually telling you that they're saying it over the tannoy that many times. Can you not get it through your head? Just follow the one-way bloody system.
See, Andy Summerfield's just said it wasn't just Bournemouth that was crowded on the beaches. It was all across the south coast. Many coastal roads and car parks closed to stop people coming in.
Now, the pictures that they were showing, I mean, some of them mentioned it in chat. By all accounts, that was from an air show 2 years ago.
Was it?
How true it is, I genuinely do not know. But I've heard that rumour before.
Oh, I missed that. I do apologise. Evening, Hawk. That's a very cool name as well.
Hawk 22.
Here we are. A woman in my local court was running the wrong way up the aisle. I shouted at her and called her a stupid so-so, and everyone went silent.
Well, is they all about turning went back up the aisle again?
They don't need masks. I think cattle prods would be more useful. Timmy, behave.
Yeah, but it's true. It is true. Cattle prods would help.
Oh, yeah. I love the way, and I've noticed this. I was in the supermarket and I happened to be behind this couple, yeah? And she was giving it plenty. Oh, touched it and not bought it and going really crackers, yeah? I saw the same couple in town stood not 6 inches apart from somebody as if they had every right to be there. Come on. If you're going to take the stance, take the stance, yeah? Don't pick it up and drop it when it suits you, yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm allowed early into supermarkets due to his elderly good looks, says Alan.
Oh.
Master biker, I start coughing. People keep their distance for some reason.
Do you know something that I mean? I think we discussed this before. That's something I'm actually surprised it's not happened, especially in the States. We know what they're like with their gun toting and all the rest of it. That somebody hasn't coughed, sneezed, or farted, and in a group of people, somebody shot them. I've actually been waiting in that.
Oh, don't. Oh, did you see? I don't know if you caught it. Because obviously you said you've not been watching the sort of news programs much. GMTV, do you remember the story about the guy who pulled a AR-15 rifle out when the Black Lives Matter protesters broke into his garden?
Was that the guy? No, was that the guys on the motorbikes that parked on the driveway? Was that one?
No, I didn't see any motorbikes in this particular story. But they showed a picture of the garden gate that had been broken down by the same protesters who, as soon as a weapon was pulled out, said, "Whoa, peaceful protest. Why have you pulled the gun out?" Because you've just broken down his garden gate, which was locked, to get into his property, you bloody idiots.
Mm.
You know, come on. How would you feel if it was your family in that house? You know,
You'd be frightened to death, wouldn't you?
My first thought would be, where's the baseball bat?
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's only
unreal.
because you haven't got a shotgun.
Still use the blunt end.
Yeah, but they don't like me carrying a gun while I'm wearing a mask. Right. Oh, there you go. Hawk says, good to see you back. See you back, Stevie. It took you a while to dig the tunnel.
What are you saying? Yeah, no, go on, thank you. All right. It's wife of mine. Just...
Don't you know we're live?
Yeah, no, I asked her to bring something up for me.
Ah. Oh, sorry, I do apologise, Jules.
Hey, behave. We're being roasted tomorrow night.
I know, can't wait. Yay! Tomorrow night's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so
what's the story down in England regarding the wearing the masks? Carry on. What's
The only place that you must wear a mask is actually on public transport. If you don't wear a mask on public transport, even though I've seen lots of people not wearing them, you're not supposed to be able to get on the actual bus, and you could be fined.
Mm.
But I have seen people where the shopping workshop, there's literally a bus stop, so I see obviously people on the bus, and so one guy with just a paper towel, and he was holding it like that. I've seen people having face masks that is only covering their, not the nose, and you think, yeah. I think the whole face mask thing is a ploy. I really do. I think it's a way to get the public to feel like they're doing something.
there is that.
I genuinely do, because let's face it, face masks that we're using, parts per billion, the size of it, yeah, you sneeze, it'll just go straight through it.
Now, we are being forced to wear them in the outside part of the hospital. During the start and right up to July, the only time you wore masks was if you were in direct patient contact. Now everybody's got to wear them. God knows how many we're getting through a day. It's ridiculous. Steve, that's such an improvement, darling. You look 10 years younger. The mission. It's a goth face mask. That's brilliant.
Bunny's just turned around and said, from tomorrow in Northern Ireland, it will be compulsory to wear a mask on public transport. 4 months into the pandemic, it's a bit stupid, but hey-ho.
Yeah,
You're not kidding.
Do you know something something that really got me? You got the 2 metre rule. Okay, that's getting laxed a little bit now as well. But how many taxi companies were still running? I know my sister uses Uber quite a lot, and I know every time when she phones an Uber, they do ask her before they put the call through to make sure that she's got a mask, that she will not be allowed inside the taxi without a mask. Yeah, fine, fair enough. You're getting into the taxi wearing a mask. Okay, the driver's wearing a mask. That driver could take that mask off before he drives to pick up the next person. It's not so much what they're breathing out. That's what the masks are for. If you cough or you sneeze, it's catching any liquid droplets or whatever. He takes that off, does that on the steering wheel, touches the dashboard or whatever. The COVID-19, the germs are there. You know, the virus is there. It's getting touched. It's laid on the plastic. So why? I don't get it. Regarding
the 2 metre thing, haven't you noticed? Right, you've got all these shops, all these companies that have bought all these signs that says 2 metres. As soon as they bought all them lot, they change it to 1.5 metres now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
And you know the funny thing as well, they put the supermarkets have put these kind of like, what they call them, spit screens or something like that. Is that what they're calling these pairs? I don't know how many times I've been in a supermarket or in a shop and the person says, right, that's you, there you go, there's your stuff, and you pay for it or whatever. And what do? They come round the other bloody side, they just green to hand you your bag. What's the point? I think it was someone just sitting in a little room just like, right, what can we do here to make some money, since we're skint because we've not been selling anything. But
it's like I said about the masks, though. I think it's literally down to that, making the populace feel like they're doing something. Because they can't, let's face it, they can't control it no matter what until there's actually a vaccine for it.
This purely now is a case of stopping the general mass from becoming bored and ignoring everything. There needs to be a certain amount of fear.
Yeah, but you feel like a leper though. See, when you are out in public and you're not wearing a mask, and the people walking by you who have got masks on, you get that kind of look as if, you know, you're like, all right, and it's the wide berth they seem to give you. It's like, you know, you're like, what?
Suits me fine.
They need to wear a neon sign saying completely COVID free. I'm okay. You know what I mean? I'm not contagious. Well, not COVID-19 anyway, but hey ho.
Well, those that saw that post on my Facebook feed, what you need is a T-shirt saying, "Yes, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not wearing underwear either. Surprise!"
I tell you one thing though, I've had some funny looks because I've had hay fever.
Yeah.
Burn the heathen.
I know.
Burn him.
You're not kidding.
Burn the witch.
I'm the same as Dean. For me personally, I enjoyed the social distancing. I don't like people in my personal space, so it's good and more understandable reason to tell people to get away from me.
You're all right.
See,
I
think the thing for quite a lot of people, especially people who have been furloughed for this length of time, you know, myself especially, or in particular, going back to work is going to be a bit of a nightmare trying to get used to that, especially with working in the service industry where you need to work side by side with people. And there is no way in this earth, my industry, well, Mark knows, the heavy plant industry, half of the stuff that you do, you can't do it on your own.
No.
So how the hell are you supposed to try and work as a team when you can't? That's going to be difficult.
I've got to do a risk assessment for everybody that comes back to work. And we're supposed to plan routes and all the rest of it and see if you can get one way. We work in porter cabins. Yeah? The corridor is barely 4 foot, if that. So you've got choke points at the top of the corridor. So how the hell? Yeah, you've got the toilet and the kitchens.
Oh.
No, we don't have an area where we can choke people.
It was a kinky thing.
Forget kinky. I think that should become
right, can you just stand here? We need to choke you.
Right, that's me feeling better. You can go back to the office.
Yeah, you can go back to the office. Now you've been choked.
Remember, this is a weekly choking. So it's on one hand, I can see the point. You know, if you've got people that are shielding, you need to show that, you know, you are thinking about their care, etc. But there are physical difficulties that you just cannot surmount. You know, that was a big word, wasn't it?
It was. It was a very big word. Right, it is past already.
Is it?
We've been here already an hour, so we best do the SoulOhm's Bottle Draw.
Yeah, roll that bumper.
I ain't got a bumper.
Thought you had.
No, I ain't got a bumper for it yet. No. Lazy, sorry.
Lazy, leave it out.
You've had 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Hold on, we've been trying to fill this Dilligaf-sized hole.
Yeah?
We've had guests
Whoa, wait, what are you saying?
We've missed you.
You try to say I'm fat, like, big hole.
No. I'm saying there was a hole without you, darling.
Pick on the fat kid. Why don't you stop backpedaling?
I am the fat kid. Shoot your face. You're the handsome one.
He thinks you need to go to Specsavers.
I bet you get away with a damn sight more than I do, son.
Okay, you're going to tell the people what they're going to win?
Right, as we said at the start of the show, and if you weren't here, shame on you. We've got a rather lovely Cosmo Plus. We have the Vaporesso Degree, which is a cracking little pod. Solid little beast as well. Flavour, yeah, okay, it's not up there with the Legend or the Boost, but it is very, very good nonetheless. And finally, we have the Brez Vapor. The Apollo. And that comes with a range of flavours. So you've got tobacco, melon, a spearmint menthol, a berry mix, and an RY4. So perfect if you've got a friend that wants to give up the stinkies. If you want to win this little package,
all you have to do is type in Stud Muffin.
Yeah, you know something that's something we'll need to maybe put into the group, because there's two Steves on here now, or two Stevies. They need to come up with a nickname for me or something that kind of differentiates between the two. Because when you say Stevie, the two of us go what, and it does get kind of confusing at times. So
we'll call you Stud Muffin for a while then.
Okay.
Don't forget the terms and conditions are on the actual screen as you are looking now.
Yeah, you know something, I've just realised, see, when I ordered these masks, I thought to myself, right, great. Obviously, some of you guys know that The Mission is my favourite band, and I thought, supporting The Mission, buy the masks, and they're donating so much money to charity. Do you know something? I never thought about the masks when I bought them. Because I've only got one ear, I can't wear the bloody things, they fall off. I need the one with the brass strap at the back.
Now, you can get, are they elasticated earpieces?
Yeah.
Right. You can get like a little hook with a button on.
I'm going to nick one of Josie's brass strap things. That's about that size right now.
Oh, Mike, that's cruel. Just call Stevie D the one Alexa can't understand. 11.
Oh, yeah, no, Mike and I were having a bit of a laugh in here last night. Alexa does not understand the Scottish accent.
Right, are we going to roll this one?
Let's roll.
Let's roll it.
Fingers
And
crossed.
neutrality.
Net reality, awesome.
So all you have to do now is send me an email at mark@soulohmreviews.com.
Oh, wait a minute, I never entered.
So a big congrats, Net. Well done. Fist bump.
Yeah, well done.
Awesome. And just to give you a quick look at the degree, because if it's the one I think it is, it's rather nice.
It's the blue one, isn't it?
It is. Check that out.
It is nice.
Oh,
That's rather nice. And it's got the lovely gunmetal on one side with the laser etched V. And then you've got that little beauty on the other. So, good win.
yeah.
Nice
little
one.
kid. Nice little kid, eh?
Oh, hold on, Toe. Who won the other week? Who won the other week? Don't give me that. Oh, Bronco, how'd you doing?
Bronco, fist bump.
Just getting to catch the ending. Some weird scouser. Nah, Key didn't win.
No, he didn't know.
No, Key not won. It's fixed because BFG wants more bread pudding and apple pie and custard. You ain't kidding. I loved that. That apple pie and custard was absolutely delicious.
Mm.
It really was.
It was an awesome little show. I thoroughly enjoyed being on it. Talking of shows,
Indeed.
it's going to be a full packed week for me. Obviously, yesterday we was on Benny's mixing show. Tomorrow night we're on the Bitches, you and me. On Saturday night, me and our Aiden are on this Scottish show.
Yay!
And then on Sunday, unfortunately no Tails, sorry, but we're on Vape Mill's show, me and Steve. So, yeah, full pack week. I've never been on so many shows.
Cam whores.
I know, completely.
Shocking.
But I am so looking forward to joining up with the girls tomorrow night.
Oh, yes.
You're saying that now.
Oh, yeah.
You come off tomorrow night as a quivering wreck. You'll be like, give me some more drugs.
Yeah, I hope to God everybody's got the sound on, because what you just did just looked wrong. No. There you are. Tobro says, by the way, Stud Muffin, I love the piston stand.
You're welcome.
Oh, bless. He was over the moon when it arrived. He really was. It's a gorgeous little stand as well.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to getting back into that kind of stuff once this all settles down. Start making stuff again, stands,
Jules.
and other things.
Jules, behave. Your husband's on the show. She can't wait to play with you boys tomorrow night.
I love this bit. Mark's already been on the show, so he knows the score, but BFG is done for.
We'll see, Bunny. We'll see.
I'm going to sit back and just relax and just watch him. Tear you a new ass, boy.
No, don't do Peggy. No. International Women's Day is banned. No.
As long as there's plenty of lube, you're right. Did I actually say that out loud?
Well,
True,
that's
Liz,
charming.
they probably
Mark,
did
you know
go easy.
nothing. They went easy on you.
Yeah, probably true.
That's harsh.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Liz, I've got my wingman with me.
And I will probably be sitting just about there.
Sniggering.
See, thing is, though, Stud Muffin, if you don't come to our defence, you've got the wrath of us next Thursday.
I can feel COVID-19 coming on.
So the start of the show next week will be, see you, you bugger, I'm still sore.
Why have you been walking like John Wayne all week? trying to adjust my saddlebags.
Stevie, you're going to have to be careful because they're going to bring you in on it as well.
The terrible trio.
Oh, I'm stripping wallpaper tomorrow night. I'm busy.
You're stripping wallpaper?
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
You know something? I tried that the other night. I said to Jules, I'm going to start stripping wallpaper. And I did that. You know, and she went out the fucking living room.
Oh, bless you.
It's no fun.
Oh, man. Hold on. Hey, you calm.
To get a bit of a laugh just before we go, I had Zan down here last Saturday giving me a hand to build a shed. I had to buy this little shitty shed just to get stuff out of the house. We built the shed up, put it in the corner of the garden, put some tools in it. Now Zan said to me before he went away, you'll need to screw that to that fence. It'll blow away. Nah, but absolutely fine. Well, did we not have really high winds last Saturday evening? I got up on the Sunday morning to let the dog out, opened the back door and went, some bastard stole my shed. I can hear it blowing halfway down the fucking garden. Me trying to push the shed back into place again. The joys of moving house, great fun.
Just
Don't
got
do
vi-
it, folks. Don't see if your other half says to you, let's sell up, move house. Just divorce them. It's cheaper.
No. The best bit is I've got visions of you thinking 3 skunners have just picked up your bloody shed and hid it
Honestly,
away.
I thought somebody had nicked the fucking shed. And it just looks like a portaloo too. Yeah, open the back door and go.
Oh, bless you. Steve's, I burst out laughing walking past 2 randoms who proper shit themselves. Tony, warn people, we need to get t-shirts. It's okay, it's only the Ohm Service.
Oh, bless you.
Probably YouTube, mate. None of us. So Stevie's going to start reviewing in a mobile shed, high-end only. Ooh.
No, I tell you, you couldn't even review in this shed. You couldn't even pee in it. It's that small.
It's a broom cupboard then.
It's smaller. It's 4x3, and it was the only thing I could get.
4x3.
Yeah.
Well, that's small.
Not even room for a casting couch, that.
As if you stand it up.
Oh, hello.
Don't know how that would work though.
Are
It's
we
dead sense.
are we having chat being deleted again?
Yes, we are. It's YouTube again. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stevie, the casting couch is dead easy, mate. Wooden post, T-bar, 2 manacles and a bit of chain. You'll be fine.
Does he say T-bar or T-bag?
T-bar.
Oh, okay.
T-bag, please, I say. Tolmac, good evening, sir.
Fist bump. Right, guys. Well, Stevie.
Yes.
What?
Baby, I'm going to call him Baby Stevie.
What one?
You.
You.
You're Baby
I'm-
Stevie.
I'm older than you two.
I know,
No,
that's
you're
why I'm
not.
calling you Baby.
Oh, okay. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
You're the baby. He's the baby. See what I mean? There you go. I'm glad you're back, kiddo. I'm glad you're sorted. What's up with you, BFG?
Kick the baby. I kicked the baby.
Oh, stop it. I've got to that age. I'll pee myself if you're not careful.
See, tenner for men, it works. Just got to take the bicycle clips off at the end and just drain it out the bottom of your sock. Well,
I think you've broke him. He's broken. Send me another one.
the baby.
Got a 50p a dozen here.
Stop it.
Sorry.
I need to breathe.
Excuse, I'm going home.
I was actually going to slide that way in the chair, but there's a couch there. But I fell over.
Spend my time.
Oh, bless you.
Check my buzz, Mr. Garson. Oh, shit, dude.
There's not I can say to this.
Anywho, good night, bye.
Beefcake. Beefcake. Beefcake.
What are you doing, Cartman? I'm bulking up. What, you super fat ass?
Oh, man. Oh, Key, I haven't had abs in years, so no. I can feel the rupture starting, though. Oh, God.
Right, Stud Muffin, let you say your goodbye, sir.
Went off the dark, look. Yeah, it was great to be back, guys. Hopefully this will never happen again. Three weeks? 3 weeks, nearly 4 weeks I've been off.
Yeah, something like that. It feels a long time, to be honest with you.
It does, and yeah, great to be back, guys, and thank you, chat, for coming and joining us again and listening to me just prattle on all the crap as usual. Yeah, been great. So remember, bitches tomorrow night, Saturday evening.
Saturday with me and Irene on the Scottish show.
And then Sunday with Vape Mill.
Yeah, Vape Mill on Sunday.
So, yeah, so you've got a full weekend, guys. So,
oh yes,
you have no excuse. You have been told.
You have been warned.
Yes. If you don't do it, they'll be sending the boys round to kneecap you. They put one of yours in the hospital. You put one of theirs in the morgue. You're in the lesson. Anywho, bye. What's Titus?
Steve needs sex. What? Stephen needs sexy time.
You need the potty.
It's taking you a while.
I've just noticed that.
It's only been up about half an hour.
Right, you say your goodbyes and all.
I am, darling. I am. Chat, thank you. You've had me in fits tonight. Honest. What a cracking bit of banter's been flying around the chat. Hawk, don't. Trying to keep a straight face whilst he's been baiting bunny's been impossible. So, as we said, wherever you go on YouTube this weekend, one of us will be there. So, make sure you catch the Scottish show if you can. Catch Harley's. You won't be able to catch Tails, as Mark said, because unfortunately he's working.
I'm working.
But if you need a little more SoulOhm, I'm sure you'll find there's some more reviews next week.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And there will be some more reviews going up on ejuice.net.
Ooh.
Make sure you catch it out. For those that wondered why I shared a Twitter link, it's because Facebook are absolute nightmares with anything that says ejuice in it. So when I try and share the direct link, it goes, no, not having it. So it has to be the Twitter. But if you look for the same name on Twitter, you'll find the link and have a look. It's fabulous. Mark, over to you, you handsome devil.
Thank you, guys. I'd just like to say a big thank you and hello to the people on the replay. Hello, thank you. If you've liked the show, if you could give it a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. I want to give Stevie, I'm just so chuffed you're back. I'm glad you got things reasonably sorted with your move, especially the time that you're actually moving as well. Obviously, it's not as easy as moving. Moving anyways is a hard and stressful time, but moving in COVID time, so I'm glad you've come out the other end slightly sane.
Look at the grey hair though.
I know, you've increased, I must admit. And Steve, as always, me wingman, love you to pieces. People in chat and our spanners, thank you so much. You know what we mean by we saying you do make the show. So I'm going to wrap this one from Steve and Stevie and myself. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.
Don't forget bitches tomorrow night. If you haven't watched it, get over to Twitter. You'll find the link on the Facebook group.
Yeah, should be fun.
Pussy for Steve.
Whoa. What's this hashtag get that hooker paid?
Bye.
Bye. We play with our twangers, Jeffrey.
Open your balls.